Blues take a point at Stockport away, and Stockport hitting the post as well in the second half. Potentially could have took the lead. Let's get into it. Keep right on. Blues legend.
You're right, mate.
One message to the Blue now, okay, for me.
Keep right on.
The Blues.
Come on.
Keep right on.
Keep right on.
Hey, Ian. Keep right on, baby.
That's the fucking Blues.
Keep right on.
Come on, you Blue boys.
Keep right on. Keep right on.
What's going on, Blue Nosies? It's me again, the boy in blue, back with another video. I hope that you guys are all okay and you had a really good New Year as well. So we're going to talk about the Blues and Stockport game, but before we get into it, if you could hit the subscribe button, it is completely free and it'll just notify you guys when I do some more videos. It just supports the channel. Please like and share and comment. As always, so get your comments in, Blue Nosies. If you was there, be interesting to hear your thoughts. As always, so get your comments in on what you guys thought of the game, whether you was there, whether you watched it on telly or you listened to it. Get your comments in. So we're going to break the game down, and I'm going to go off the first half. It was great to see Cochrane back in the squad. So it looks like that Chris Davis had taken him out against Blackpool just to give him a rest, maybe. But yeah, it was great to see him back. It was also good to see Paik and Iwata starting together again, that partnership in the middle. It was nice to see Williamson back as the number 10 role in the middle, just behind Alfie May. I think it was really good that Alfie May was a 9 and Stanhouse on the left. I think that really worked today, the partnership with those two. I mean, the first half, we'll talk about both teams because that was a really, really good, entertaining football game, that first half. Second half, I thought it was Stockport, to be honest. We've done really well to cling on, but I'm just going to break it down because both of these teams played from the back, and I think I've got to say, going off the first half, I think that's one of the best games I've seen this season. Credit to Stockport, you know, they was playing some really, really good football, playing the ball around and playing it around Blues, and vice versa with Blues playing it around Stockport. It was nice to see two teams playing some football, you know, some proper football, because a lot of teams in this league don't tend to play from the back. But it's nice to see another team, an opponent of ours, Stockport, you know, and when they was playing it from the back as well. It was a really good game. It was end-to-end the first half. It was brilliant. Both teams pressing and passing and moving. Yeah, so credit to Stockport. They're really, I mean, I can see why they're up there. I think you guys are going to be up there this season, watching you today especially. You know, you played some really good football. Blues as well, you know, the first half, thought it was brilliant. Creating more chances as well, which is really good. That was a concern of mine. That was the only niggle I had. But that first half, you know, he was really going for it. Proof is in the pudding, you know, with that goal that Alfie May scored, you know, taking his shot. And what a cracking goal that was, you know, well placed. Look, we knew it was going to be a tough game. They're up there for a reason. And seeing what I've saw today, you know, from Stockport, and especially in the second half, there was all over us. You know, we couldn't get the ball down to play because there was just, you know, pressing us as well. So the fitness levels for the Stockport players are there, you know, we're keeping that momentum. And it was hard for us to get the ball in the second half and just get it down and play because there was really, really pressing us. And, you know, I'll take a draw. You know, we knew it was going to be an hard game away from home as well. And they hit the post. It could have been worse. They could have won that game. But, yeah, it's just frustrating again because Wycombe have won. Wrexham lost. That's any good thing. So that keeps us 2 points clear of those. We've still got 2 games in hand. So we're just going to have a look at the league table. So, Blue Nosies, I'd love for you to get your comments in and your thoughts, as always. So get your comments in on what you guys thought of the game. So we're going to have a look at the league table now. So just when it loads. So Blues dropped down to second place, joint on points with Wycombe, who have just crept above us just through goal difference. So Blues have still got a game in hand over Wycombe, and we've still got 2 games in hands over Wrexham as well. So it is really, really tight, those top 3 teams there. But, yeah, I was just hoping when we was 1-0 up, you know, it was really going in our favour with the Wycombe game as well. Drawing to Exeter like as it was at the time. And then obviously Wrexham losing 2-0 at that time as well. Starting to create that gap. You know, it would have been nice for us to get the win. But it is what it is. Still haven't lost in how many games now? 9 or 10 games, is it? So, yeah, I mean, I'll take a draw there. They're up there for a reason, Stockport, you know, like I've just said, and they're playing some really decent football. So this is more on the game. It was nice to see Scotty Wright come back. Although, when he came on second half, you know, Stockport did have a lot of the possession, making it difficult for Blues. So, look, he really didn't get into the game, really, because of the amount of pressure that Stockport was piling on us. But, yeah, it's good to see him back, injury-free as well. So, on the screen now, it's got the scores and the possession stats and everything else. So this is what I use, and Nick and a few of the YouTubers as well. So for score, it's really good. It breaks down the game. So Blues with their possession and match momentum at the bottom there. Stockport at the top there. So, I mean, a lot of the game, you know, it was Stockport who had the most amount of possession with, with 53% to Blues' 47%. So this is the very first game that Blues have dropped down. You know, it was in the 70s, 80s. Very rare we've been in the 60s. I think this is the first time we've been below 60. So this is, you know, 47%. I know that possession really doesn't mean a lot in terms of creating chances and winning games. But yeah, it's the first time we've dropped below that average 60% mark. And like I said, you know, Blues have been in that 70, 80%. And from what I was saying in my previous video about us creating chances and that, that was the only concern I had. Apart from that, there was so many positives to take. But yeah, I think we was definitely creating more chances in this game. Like I said, you know, that first half was really entertaining from both sides. It was a brilliant game of football to watch. But the second half, you know, we just couldn't get the ball down and play. So big chances. Blues had 2 to Stockport's 2. Total shots 17. Stockport to Blues' 6. Goalkeeper saves 2 for Stockport, 3 for Blues. Corner kicks 9 for Stockport and 3 for Blues. Fouls 14, 14 for both teams. Passes, I mean, you can tell because Blues have been in that. I mean, even the passes, you know, the 600 easy most of the games, and this game is a perfect example of how Stockport were playing, because there was playing from the back and keeping the possession as well. So obviously when Blues haven't got the ball as much, we can't make these passes. So it's obviously halved our passing stats there, with Stockport getting 390 to Blues' 370. Tackles 15 to Blues' 14. Free kicks 14 to Blues' 14. Yellow cards 2 to Blues' 1 yellow card. Total shots there. Shots on target for Blues out those 6 was 3. 5 out of 17 for Stockport. Hit the woodwork 1, and that was when Stockport had hit the post. And it could have been a lot worse. We could have lost that game. Shots off target was 6 for Stockport, 2 for Blues. Block shots 6 for Stockport and 1 for Blues. Shots inside the box 14 for Stockport to Blues' 4. And shots outside the box was 3 to Blues' 2. So I mean, a lot of our possession was in our own half. Usually it's in the middle of the park, you know, keeping that high press. And then if you look at the colour change here, it does actually show you lowest concentration of play there. Look, it does show you. So I mean, usually Blues keep that high line, that high press, and that's when we come to life by playing the ball around. Usually, you know, games that we've seen against Wrexham earlier on in the season, Bolton, another game as an example. But yeah, they made it hard for us. We couldn't get the ball down, and they was playing the exact same kind of setup, so kind of balanced the game out. So if you look at, so I mean, they was keeping a high press. If you look at the Stockport there, middle of the park, that's where they had the majority of their possession. The lowest was in their own half, so that explains, you know, the colour loss in terms of the amount of possession that Blues had. So yeah, just going back onto the formation, we had Allsop in goal, Bielik right back, Clark in the middle, Davies, Cochrane, Paik, Iwata, Taylor Gardner-Hickman, Williamson, Stano and May. Substitutions as well was Mark Leonard, Scott Wright, Lyndon Dykes, Ethan Laird, Luke Harris, Bailey Peacock Farrell, and Lucas Djukovic, the Blue Noses. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I think it was definitely a better game than it was against Blackpool, especially that first half. Second half wasn't the best, obviously, because we didn't have a lot of possession because Stockport was really piling on the pressure and the high press, you know, playing from the back as well. But that first half, I was really impressed with us. So, do you think he got it right, the squad? Was you happy with the substitutions, especially at the right time of the games as well? It was really good, in my opinion, to see Scott right back. I'd love to hear your views on Lyndon Dykes, Ethan Laird and Luke Harris as well. But just quickly, what is Bielik doing with these pass backs? Like, I mean, it's a couple of times now he's done it at Blackpool as well, I'm sure he did. But I mean, they could have scored another one by that mistake. I mean, that was a cracking block by Cochrane, I think it was. We've got to be faster passing the ball back if we're playing from the back. And I don't know what Bielik's doing, but he's got to nip that in there. But he's done it a few times. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that as well, Blue Noses. So if you like what you see and you love the Blues like I do, then please hit the subscribe button and show some support for a fellow Blue Nose. We didn't lose, we got a point, and we was away from home. I knew it was going to be a hard game, and credit again to Stockport, you know, for playing a decent game of football as well, to be honest. But yeah, if you like what you see, please subscribe. It's completely free, and it just notify you guys when I do some more videos. We go again, Blue Noses, to Wigan away, and hopefully we can get a point. 3 points, a point minimum, but we need to win. But yeah, keep right on, Blue Noses. Come on, you Blue boys. Forever true to the Royal Blue. Shit on the Villa.
Who's that? Me? Oh, yeah, you. Sorry. Hello, boy. Wherever we go.
Tony and Dad.
7-0 now, I'm here. Best fucking habits.